All right, good morning. First trading day for me of the year. Same as always, just going to record my trading session. If anything is going on today, we will look to be taking opportunities. We've already gotten sentiment for today, which is on my other screen. NASDAQ sentiment has come out bearish. US 30 sentiment has come out bearish. And we also have gold sentiment that is looking bearish as well. So that's essentially what we are looking for right now. It looks as though NASDAQ is looking to target this low of the day currently. YM, which is US 30, is doing a little bit different. It already swept these lows here before market open. And so now you're seeing this kind of pullback action here. But if we look at a higher time frame, I mean, for the whole week, we ran up high Monday through Wednesday. And then since yesterday at about 8:30, which is New York session, we've been trading lower. And then also same thing for gold. Gold is kind of stuck in this range right now. Again, we have our ranges already marked out, being high of the day, and then we have this low of the day down here. Again, our sentiment was bearish, but we'll see how this open goes, and then we'll react to price from there. This isn't the most cleanest price action because, as we can see, we have NQ, which is trending bearish, and then we have YM, which is trending bullish. I really don't like to counter trade these pairs, meaning like most of the time I like to see them confluence. But if we were to see some form of pullback here, this could be valid to take. But as we can see, this just got invalidated because we now just ran low of the day. So we'll wait. And then we will realign to see what price wants to do going further into the session. Again, a little over 15 minutes into our session. We're still just waiting. Again, just a little overview. NASDAQ already broke our low of the day, so we couldn't attack that target. Also, as we just talked about, NASDAQ and US 30 are both confluencing opposite of each other. And US 30 looks to be trying to make this runner a lot higher since it just broke this 1 hour fair value gap. And this is what I marked out because that's what I was targeting for a potential reversal to continue sales for today. But again, this just got invalidated. And then again, we'll see what NASDAQ wants to do because we have this fair value gap up here, which it can try and come back and sweep. But if we look at a higher time frame, as we can see, after clearing everything, the hour sweep this fair value gap here. So there's this fair value gap here made on Wednesday. That's where price came to today during New York session. That's what caused our drop off, which is what attacked those lows. And now if you look left in price, there's really nothing over here that price is reacting off of in order to try and sweep us to go bullish. But since we already know that US 30 is trying to push bullish from its price action, we'll see if NASDAQ will create some form of reversal and then some form of bullish fair value gaps in order to present us an opportunity. And then for gold, gold's not really doing very much. Still sitting in this range. Again, it's about to take out this high of the day target. My sentiment was bearish for today, so I'm kind of just waiting for gold. And then we'll try to align and see if it presents us any opportunities. But that's kind of the update that we have about 18 minutes into the session. for another update. We are now 30 minutes into the session. We review everything. We have NASDAQ, which I'm trying to align NASDAQ with shorts. If we look at the higher time frame, like I talked about earlier on that 15-minute time frame, there's nothing here to really take us bullish. I understand that US 30 is going bullish, but I'm not really worried about US 30 right now. It's kind of off my list for today. It's already made a runner. It's not near any significant levels that I'm looking to trade off of, and so that's not really what I'm looking to trade. In terms of NASDAQ, as we just talked about, there's really nothing here for NASDAQ to rebound off of. So if NASDAQ can somehow start to create 5-minute structure, which is what it's trying to hold now, if it can hold some form of 5-minute structure, I'll try and look to short this with a lower position today, and my short will be looking to target this Tuesday's low here, since that's our next significant price, our next significant area in price. That's really the main thing on the list right now. Gold, again, isn't really doing very much. If gold can somehow break its lows and start breaking significantly to the downside and, again, creating structure, we'll look to try and short it, because we still do have a bearish premise today for gold. But other than that, we're not really looking at all too much. It's still sitting in this range. It basically swept this high of the day here with price action. And so now that we already know that it's tapped this high of the day, I would want to see it try and create structure to go lower. That would really be the only things that I'm looking at right now. Alright, we're taking a short position here. It's exactly the only thing that we've been looking at this morning. And so we're either going to get instantly stopped out here, or this short position is going to put out in our favor. One of the two. But this is all we're looking at for today. Again, it's a stretch with where we are, but this is exactly what we've been looking for the entire morning. So we're okay with taking this. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. I am too. I ain't about to freaking yeah, because 25,625 is what's inside of the price leg that we're in, which is the only reason why we're looking at even taking this bearish. We understood that it hit a point here inside this reflex zone, so we would want to see some form of momentum to get us bearish if we are going to continue this bearish onslaught today, getting down to this low down here. Alright, so we're going to be done for today. We just got stopped out here on this trade. And again, that was our only trade that I was looking for today. So minimal loss today, but that's basically the only thing we're going to take today. YM has already ran bulls today, so we're not really going to worry about that. And then gold, as you can see, gold's trying to set a foundation to go bullish. And like I said, I wasn't looking for bulls today on gold whatsoever. So that's basically going to wrap up today's session. Again, I've already logged these two trades. And we will probably come back next week and see what we get next week. So in the last clip, I know I was technically supposed to be done, but I actually stood around and took that gold trade that I was talking about. Like I said, gold was trying to set a foundation for buys. We waited till after 8:30. This was that 9 o'clock candle here, and then we saw that 9:05 candle created this fair value gap. And this is exactly what I took the trade off of. So I got initiated at 9:25, and then my first take profit was the high that was created in between the range of the fair value gap. So it was here at a 1-to-1. As you can see here, there's that 1-to-1. And then my second take profit was these resting highs that it's sitting at here, because again, this is where liquidity was resting. This was the end of that range. And so that was the second target, but most of my take profit was at that first target since, as you saw, I lost the first trade that I took today.
And then this is just the execution tab of the trades from today.